Well, good evening, college volleyball fans, and welcome inside the box Brick Care Court here on the home campus of West Texas A&M. We're getting ready for Friday night volleyball as the Lady Buffs of West Texas A&M, number 5 ranked team in the country, set to take on the St. Edwards Hilltoppers in a Lone Star Conference matchup. I'm Lucas Kinsey, glad to be joined tonight by my broadcast partner, Corin Davis. And Corin, we're back here in the box, and West Texas A&M comes into this match tonight. Again, a number 5 ranking. They've kept in that top 5 throughout this season. 11 wins, 2 losses. Last week, first week, opening week of Lone Star Conference play, and the Lady Buffs suffered a defeat. They went to Dallas Baptist last Friday and lost to a very talented Lady Patriots team that we had seen actually the week before here in the LSC crossover. And DBU beat West Texas A&M in a 5-set match. Kendra Potts' team comes back the next day and is able to defeat a talented UT Tyler team. And so here they are. Lady Buffs come back home. Your expectations for this one tonight with WT?
You know, kind of listening to Kendra's press conference on Monday, they know that they have a target on their back, but they're not going to view a loss, especially this early in the season. They're not going to view this loss as something that's going to take them out. Yeah. They're going to use it as a building tool. She said this phrase, and I really like it: no match goes to waste.
Okay.
It's not a loss, it's a lesson. And I think that that's how they're going to come out tonight. I think we're going to see an even more focused, sharp Lady Buff volleyball team. They're going to take aggressive swings. They're going to be more disciplined on defense. Setters are going to go against the flow, try and create more holes in the block for their hitters. I mean, I think that we're going to see their even more A game tonight.
You know, it's interesting you say that. It sounds like something that I've heard Nick Saban say before, and so that's what it's making me think of is like, do you relate this West Texas A&M program similarly to Alabama football in that you get one loss and some people can sit there and go, whoa, what happened? Like we lost a match, on the road. It happens. You're not gonna have your best match every time you step on the court, but also from my perspective, Corin, I'm looking at it going, hey, there should be no reason to panic. You know the type of competitors that you have with this West Texas A&M team, but also you said it, and it was a good point. Every time they step on the court this year, this is the defending national champion, so you're getting everyone's best shot. Everybody wants to say, we took down WT, put that on our resume.
Absolutely. And, when you step into conference, obviously that's when things start getting really real, and these matches are important. But if you're going to drop a match, it needs to be right now, and it should be right now, because the things that you learn from those little losses, you're going to have time to fine-tune, fix, and perfect. So by the time November, December rolls around and you're in the Lone Star Conference Championship match, you're in the Elite Eight, you're basically an expert at whatever you needed to fix, whatever hole it was in the block, in the defense, in your hitting, whatever it may be.
Before we have our national anthem, you saw the players coming together there and taking a little photo there with the officials. They're honoring the officials this weekend in appreciation of the AVCA. And I do want to throw this in, Corin, because a week ago, actually for my daughter's high school volleyball team, I was down there as a line judge. Volleyball is a very difficult sport to officiate. It's so fast-paced. There's so many things happening all at once. It's not easy to do, and it's easy for fans from the stands to look at it and to say, hey, you missed that call, hey, that girl was in the net, whatever. Especially at the collegiate level, the officials do an outstanding job.
They absolutely do, and it takes a certain amount of focus and even preparation for games like this because, like you mentioned, it is so fast-paced, and you have to be paying attention, and you really can't afford to lose focus for even just a moment.
I will have our national anthem from the West Texas A&M Pep Band and the starting lineups to follow. job, as always, by the WT Pep Band there. All right, the St. Edwards Hilltoppers come into tonight's match against West Texas A&M. 5 wins, 9 losses. Last week they were just like WT, 1-1 to open Lone Star Conference play. Had a nice sweep win at home against Midwestern State, and then lost on last Saturday, to Texas Women's University, 20-25, 17-25. Took the third set, 28-26, and then lost 25-20. And so for head coach Jared Teo, as we'll put up the St. Edwards starters there and let you look at those. Hornets, a team that has talent and has just been a little bit up and down to start the season.
Yeah, I watched some film on them, and they're a very scrappy team on defense. They keep a lot of balls alive, and their block is well-timed. They may not get a touch on it immediately, but they're creating space, taking up space for their defense to work around them. And then on the offensive side of things, it's very similar to WT's in that they have a lot of hitters that are versatile. You're going to see that tonight. They scramble around. They can have their outside hitter hit right side, their middle hit right side. I mean, they're going to run a lot of cross plays. So I think we should expect to see some long rallies and some intense rallies from them.
Some of the players to watch for St. Edwards: Kelly Fording with, on the season, 117 kills. Addie Badley, number 21, with 100 kills. And then as far as defense, 292 digs for a talented player, Sarah Konofdov, their 5'7" senior out of Florida. And so the Hilltoppers, a tough match tonight, but they're going to be ready for this one, no doubt, against, as you look at West Texas A&M, the number 5 ranked team in the country, led by head coach Kendra Potts. As Kendra in her 5th season, 102 wins, 22 losses, and this WT team already a great start in 2023. A lot of balance for West Texas A&M. And Court, I had somebody ask me earlier today, where do you think WT is at this point in the season? And I said, I think they're in a really good spot. They're just still trying to figure out, because you know this as a former player, chemistry, the lineups, who's the best to have on the floor in different situations. Still trying to figure out a little bit of that, but there's a lot of talent.
Absolutely. I have to start with Emma Becker. This has been a pattern throughout the past few weeks.
No sophomore slump for her,
No
right?
sophomore slump at all. I mean, she is soaring through the sky. She's unstoppable up there, both on the offensive side of things and on the block. Carly Evans, she's another one. I don't think we've even fully seen what she's capable of. She is so talented, and we're going to see a lot of that, as the year progresses and as she gets more familiar and comfortable in this Lady Buff offense. But, a lot of people are stepping up. A lot of depth players are stepping up. I mean, you had Reese Griffith and Haley Hurtado step in against UT Tyler last weekend. And, I mean, WT is known to have good depth. And so I'm excited to see, as the year goes on, how this team meshes together.
Looking at West Texas A&M in terms of statistics this year, here's that balance you were just mentioning. The players, Emma Becker, 224 kills on the season. Tatum Stowe, 218. And so doing a great job there. Actually, that was last year. I was going to say, that's a lot of kills. Let me not look at last year's. Let me get this year's stats in. But Emma Becker, Tatum Stowe, Carly Evans, the two middles there. Tori Miller, Bryn Wright, transfer player, doing a good job there. And then in terms of defensively, Briley Contreras, she's been outstanding. Emma Patterson has been really good as well as a defensive specialist back there. And then I think we've seen a major growth in terms of one of the setters for West Texas A&M, Ainsley Malice. She looks so confident out on the floor, getting the ball to her players.
Absolutely. She's one of those that doesn't make her hitters work for a ball, and I think that's so important in this fast-tempo offense. You want to be able to just put it in the hitter's hands so they can do whatever they want with it, work with it how they want to. She does a great job of that, and then she does a great job of defense. I mean, setters aren't naturally ones who focus most on defense, and she really does on that first phase of the ball coming over, and I think it's a huge trait for a character or for a setter to have.
St. Edwards, mentioning their head coach, Jared Teo. This is his first year at the helm. Spent several years as an assistant coach, and he's been at St. Edwards since 2018. There's a look at Coach Teo. In 2018, St. Edwards led the conference in blocks. It's the first year that he comes a part of the program, and so he's excited. A young coach, but his team playing hard for him this season. And again, we say it every time we have a match here at WT. You want to come into this building on the road and take down a team that is incredible here at home. You got to jump off at the beginning and have a good start.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are so many factors to consider, not only WT being ranked number 5 in the nation. I mean, you've got the crowd, you've got the atmosphere, you even have the heat to battle.
Yes.
I think we're battling it up here right now.
Yeah, it's end of September, but feels like end of July, right?
Agreed.
Tatum Stowe, just a couple of stats for you here. Tatum Stowe and Carly Evett, 6th and 7th in hitting percentage in the conference. Emma Becker leads WT in kills, ranked 13th in the LSC. Tori Miller to start us from the service line. And it starts off with a nice hit from the right side, give the kill there to Lauren Scott. She's able to push that one through, and St. Edwards takes the quick 1-0 lead.
She did a great job of powering through that block.
So back to serve will be number 2, the 5'7" senior Sarah Konovdorf. Great serve. It's going to be an ace. A rare mistake there. You see the Lady Buffs players coming together, and that's one thing this season in particular, the serve receive, usually Lady Buffs get it right where they want it, right?
Absolutely. But this St. Ed's team is very aggressive with their serves. They have that floater that's sometimes hard to locate on the platform.
That'll be a point, West Texas A&M there. Yeah, you mentioned the serving from St. Edwards on the season. 88 aces compared to their opponents with just 74.
Wow.
Here's Contreras to serve for West Texas A&M. What an adjustment there. I mean, that's a ball, again, give credit to Lauren Scott, that the set is not exactly where she wanted it to be, but she made something out of nothing, and that's a really nice kill.
Yeah, she did a great job of finding that 2 spot on the court. It's a gray area. You know, sometimes the setter doesn't know if they should take it or if the off-blocker player should take it, and there's usually a lot of hesitation that comes with that, ultimately ending up with a kill.
Miller with a good pass, and they are able to get it to Evans, but a nice dig on the back row there for St. Edwards. Nothing going yet for West Texas A&M. A tip, and it's in. Great start for St. Edwards. Again, they work the right side. This time it's Addie Badley, the sophomore out of Keller, Texas. And so you said we needed that great start. St. Edwards did. They're up 4-1.
Yeah, she did a great job of not only reading the block, but reading the defense too. Naturally, what I saw on film was this St. Ed's team, they like to swing aggressively. Even if they get blocked, they're going back at it again. So that was a great move.
Lady Buffs able to get a kill there. Nicely done by Bryn Wright. And it'll be 2 serving 4 as Blair Moreland, the other very talented setter for West Texas A&M, takes the ball at the service line. 6-foot junior out of Katy. And a lefty at that. A little out of system here, but still an excellent swing from St. Edwards. That was Kelly Fording. And look at that. Fording tools the block, scores it. And early on, it's just barely into this first set, 5-2 lead, but I'm pretty impressed with this front row from St. Edwards.
Absolutely. Fording is somebody who stood out to me. She's not one that shows her youth. She's very good, calm, and collected on out-of-system balls, and she's very crafty. She puts the ball where she wants it.
Trying to serve aggressive and catch that back line. It just goes out. And so we'll have some subs here we'll see for West Texas A&M. Kelsey Carpenter will come on, and Emma Patterson, one of the more talented servers on this team. I really feel like she's had a good start to her season this year.
Absolutely, she has. She's one of those that's gritty. She works hard, and I've tried to pass her balls a few times. I will tell you, her serves are very hard to keep in play. Yes, they've got that spin and that floater to it. You think it's going right, and then it'll turn left last minute.
Good block touch by the Hilltoppers. They keep it alive. The back set from Levanway, excuse me, and the Lady Buffs are able to get a hand on it, and that leads to Carly Evans being able to put one down there off the hands of Jazzy Williams.
She did a great job of extending her arm, getting that fast arm swing over for the kill.
So able to keep the serve. Emma Patterson goes back with her team trailing by 1. First set here at the box. Lucas Kinsey alongside Corin Davis and the Thunder Vision production team bringing you the broadcast tonight here from Canyon, Texas. Glad to have you along. Cammie Jones also on the floor now for WT, playing on that right side. And that one right there is going to make the first-year head coach Jared Teo scratch his head, say, hey, we can't let that ball hit the floor there, ladies.
Yeah, that's just a huge example of how important communication is in the game of volleyball, especially.
3 straight points for WT, make it 4. Emma Patterson, service ace. That's what you were talking about.
That's that floater. That time it dropped. And see, she mixes it up a little bit. Sometimes it'll go deep on you and hit you in the chest. Other times it'll drop right at your knuckles.
6 serves 5. Wow. I said she was one of the best servers. Emma, it's like she heard me. Hey, I'm the best. She's got
watch me.
A couple of aces. And the Lady Buffs now on a 5-0 scoring run. They lead by 2.
She's done a great job of gaining that momentum back for the Lady Buffs.
Moreland back to Jones. Cammie Slammy gets the kill there for the Lady Buffs. It's 8-5.
She did a great job of tooling the block on that.
And we were, bragging about St. Edwards in that front row and they're hitting. Mm-hmm. They're just not getting the opportunities now because this serve-receive has struggled. Teams go back and forth here. Nothing clean. Now they'll get a good swing on it and putting it down. Nicely done by Lourdes Gomez, 5'10 senior out of San Antonio.
Gomez is another one of those who has a very strong approach. She hits with power, aggression. It's really great when there's a big block up there and she's trying to power through it.
All right, so St. Edwards, big point. They needed that one. They only trail by 2 here in set number 1. They trail by 3 because of a very quick set. That one happened in the blink of an eye. Carly Evans puts the ball down, and the Hilltoppers were wondering what just happened.
Fantastic job of turning and using that cutback shot in the deep corner.
Great start for Evans. Lady Buffs lead by 3. Carly with 2 kills on 4 attempts. Nice save by Patterson. Oh, wow. Tatum Stowe with some touch.
I have to applaud Emma Patterson on that play because in a few plays earlier, St. Ed's was able to get WT on that tip right over the block, and Emma Patterson made that adjustment.
That'll be another kill on the outside by Lourdes Gomez as St. Edwards gets in system. When they've been able to get the serve and get the transition game going, they've been pretty effective.
They're, like I mentioned in pregame, their offense is very similar to WT's in that they're fast tempo. They get the ball to their hitters quickly, and they mix up their shots. Very similar to WT.
It's a nice assist from Levanway. She's got 3 already for the Hilltoppers. They trail by 3. Big, powerful swing from the outside, Kelsey Carpenter.
It was quite the angle shot there. I'm pretty sure she was going for the face, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that definitely had a lot of power on it. And a good kill there for Carpenter, 6'2 junior, a transfer from UT San Antonio, originally out of Midlothian. Emma Becker goes high in the air. The attempt on the pancake dig just a little too late from Konofdov, and so it's a kill for Emma. And all of a sudden, after the hot start, they were up by 4 points. Now WT's up by 5.
Yep, that was Emma Becker, the wrecker. I think that's
right.
What they call her.
The slide attempt and a nice tip. You don't see the tip often on a slide, but that time it worked to perfection for St. Edwards.
But honestly, in the few games that I watched with them, I didn't see a tip at all.
Okay.
So they're making great adjustments on that front row, reading the block, reading the defense, and that was also a great pass to target.
Cassidy Cole with the tip and the kill. Is that something that's in the game plan because they know how talented the Lady Buffs are at blocking?
Absolutely.
Right side swing, and it works again, having a lot of success with Lauren Scott, her 3rd kill on 5 attacks. And the Hilltoppers hanging around right here with the Lady Buffs in the first set, 9 serves 12.
Today it looks like the right side of the ball is their bread and butter.
They try the right side, the Lady Buffs do. Carpenter's slowed down. Good defense at the net by St. Edwards. Patterson saves it. Lady Buffs scrambling around. Can St. Edwards take advantage? Yes, they can. Lauren Scott right now, when you talk about, needing certain things to happen to get a win on the road, you need your players, your go-to players to step up in a big way, and she is.
Scott is doing a great job of pulling out different shots in her toolbox. I mean, you see with the cutback, with the line shots, tooling the block. She'll throw in a tip and off speed. I mean, that's what you need your hitters to do to throw off the defense and keep them guessing.
Second ace of the match for St. Edwards. So they keep the ball on the service line and only trail by 1. And that was Lourdes Gomez that was able to get the ace. Tatum Stowe denied. Good job at the net in the middle for St. Edwards. They do it again and tried to keep that ball alive. Great hustle by St. Edwards. Point is going to go to West Texas A&M, but 2 times in a row at the net denying Tatum Stowe.
Absolutely. I think she did a great job at staying aggressive up there, though, and I think that's what you need to do in order to stay in ball games like this. You can't get soft with it. You can't get cute with it. You need to keep going for the aggressive shot.
All right, Tori Miller back to serve here for West Texas A&M. Nearly an ace. Good hustle on the backside there by Konavdov.
There's that aggressive shot I was talking about.
Yep. So after they'd cut it to 1, West Texas A&M, a couple of points in a row, now leading Lady Buffs are in set number 1, 14, serving 11. Both teams off to great offensive starts. Lady Buffs hitting 500 and St. Edwards 381. Bump set outside and just over the hands of Tori Miller. Was it touched? It was. So the point on the kill to St. Edwards.
If I am that left front blocker for the Lady Buffs, I am committing completely to that right side.
Yeah, because they just keep going there.
And you go to what works.
Oh, miscommunication there with Contreras and Malice. And Corin, explain that play right there, because for the average volleyball fan, you're saying, well, the setter should have that second ball, right? But not always.
Yes, sometimes it depends on where the ball is on the court, and the setter usually will talk to either the libero or whoever is next to the ball. Hey, I'm out, I can't take it, I can't get it, and somebody else will.
And that was a play where Malice really was having to cover some distance to get over there and get that ball.
Absolutely. Maybe Contreras didn't hear her, or there was just a miscommunication on who was going to take that.
St. Edwards on a nice run. They've tied it up. Scored the last 3 points, 14-14. Bryn Wright denied. Good job on that right side again by St. Edwards. That one was touched. It's going to be a point on the kill from Emma Becker.
Malice did a great job of partially going against the flow. It was very subtle. I think they were expecting, St. Ed's was expecting her to shoot it back out to the outside, and Becker was right there, and it created that hole in the block.
Good serve by Contreras. St. Edwards able to get it back in position, but good job at the net by the Lady Buffs. Again, there's Carly Ebbets. Miller pushes outside to Becker, and that one worked to perfection.
Great job of finding that cut shot.
And let me ask you this, Corin. How many All-American hitters by position, that definition, how many hitters that All-Americans can have a set as beautiful as what Tori Miller just gave to her teammate?
I'm telling you, I think majority of the girls on this Lady Buff volleyball team have a really clean, pretty set of hands.
So when you come to West Texas A&M, you're not just, I mean, you have a position, obviously, but you're working on everything.
Absolutely. Okay. Since day one, Kendra breaks down fundamentals. She wants us to know how to pass. Whether you're a middle, whether you're a libero, she wants you to know how to pass, set, and hit.
Serve over from St. Edwards as the Hilltoppers only trail by 1. They're playing really good in this first set. Good block touch in the middle. That one was from Audrey Cannell. Chance for the Hilltoppers. Ebbets denies. That one landed just out, so it's going to be a point on a swing there from Fording. And we're tied, and again, here's St. Edwards that, they've gotten down a few times, but they've come right back.
Absolutely. This just shows the grittiness of this team and the want to essentially beat the Lady Buffs. It's just a testament to whoever plays the Lady Buffs. They're going to see their best.
Service error that St. Edwards definitely does not want to have that happen. Gives an easy point back to West Texas A&M. On to serve Moreland. It's a 17-16 lead here for West Texas A&M. Just in the first set. Both of these teams coming off of splits last week. Well, right back at you, error, back to serving error, and so we're tied again. In the Lone Star Conference, you say it's a long conference season, all that kind of stuff, but every match really is critical.
It is very, very critical, and every play is critical. Every serve is critical. At this point in the game, you can't afford to miss serves back to back to back.
It's a good pass from Contreras. Wright not able to convert. There's Miller again with the set. This time a great kill down the line from Bryn Wright and give Tori Miller another assist.
Yeah, Wright did a great job of cutting that ball down the line in that small window that the St. Ed's block gave her.
So a 1-point lead again for West Texas A&M. Back and forth, 18 serve 17. And again, the offensive numbers are awesome right now. WT hitting 423, St. Edwards 357. And that serve goes into the net. You'll take one of those, per set maybe, but you start getting 2 or 3 or more, and both coaches not giving the best look.
That could be what makes or breaks you, what wins or loses a set.
Yep. So can St. Edwards break the tie and keep the serve? Back on the service line is Cannell, senior out of Austin. Lady Buffs having some trouble on the Hilltoppers serve. In the middle, that one lands out. And really for Cassidy Cole, the set maybe a little low, wasn't much she could do with it.
Yeah, you just have to make whatever you can work in that moment. Kind of hope that, the ball goes over and you can regroup on your side and get a play going.
Ebbets serves. Lady Buffs lead by 1. Moreland to Miller, and came off of her hand wrong there. Point goes back to St. Edwards.
It looked like she was going for, I like to call it that gray area spot. It looked like she was going for that. It's usually a signature shot that she hits.
St. Edwards again with the serves. Ball in the hands of Jordan Chapman, 5'8" sophomore from Frisco. Miller denied. Good defense on that right side. And it just didn't get high enough there from Lourdes Gomez. It goes into the net. Point back to West Texas A&M. If you're St. Edwards, they've had about 3 or 4 different times with the score tied to take that lead and maybe take a little momentum. They're just not able to do it.
Yeah, the Lady Buffs seem to be finding that momentum. And I think if I'm St. Ed's, I take a breath. And I think, all right, let's go back to the basics. Let's remember what we're supposed to be doing. Let's take care of our 1/6 and get the job done.
Good save over there by Malice for WT. Who's going to be a free ball, though, for St. Edwards. Nothing clean. Becker goes off hands. Kill for West Texas A&M. 2-point lead.
Both of these teams are very, very talented in the front row. Like I keep reiterating, hitters can hit just about everywhere. And that can be hard for a blocker and a defense to read.
Oh, wow, the late timeout. It's almost like in football, the field goal. You think the kicker's got his – nope, hold on. We got a timeout. So before that serve, which looked like it was going to be an ace, it's a timeout from Coach Teo. We'll step aside, be right back. Lady Buffs lead by 2 here in set number 1 from the box.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact Jeff Gilbert for your personal price plan today.
Welcome back to the box. Brick Care Court here at West Texas A&M. Lucas Kinsey alongside Corin Davis. And we're in set one. West Texas A&M leads. But it has not been easy, Corin. And this is, in fact, a set where if you're St. Edwards, you're saying, we could win this.
You know what? If I am their coach right now, I'm telling them, let's get a pass to target. Let's get our offense going. We need that. We need to go back to the right side. That's what's been working this entire set.
Let's get the hot start with Lauren Scott.
Absolutely. Get a fast tempo set to the backside and build momentum off of that.
Really the only thing you can look at with St. Edwards in this first set, there's been a stretch where the serve-receive struggled a little bit, and that gave WT some momentum. Malice serves. Setter tries to stay out of the net. Does a good job there. The Lady Buffs, though, have an opportunity. Tori Miller from the right side, no. Becker tracks the ball. Nothing clean. And what a save from Contreras. Right back at you with a great save from Konovdov. And Becker's able to power it through.
I have to shout out both Contreras and Konovdov on their performance so far. They are hustling. I mean, there's hitter coverage. There's keeping the balls alive that I don't know if I could do that. So they're doing a great job.
Talented liberos.
Very talented. They're speedy. They're quick.
That time it's Tatum Stowe that's able to get it off the hands and down for a kill, 23-19. So out of the timeout, it's been 2 straight points for the Lady Buffs. Malice to serve. In system. And that one's down from Becker. It is set point.
She can do it from the right side, and she can do it from the outside.
And it's interesting, St. Edwards had an opportunity. They had a good pass. The set was just a little off, and they're not able to get a powerful swing off of those attacks. And if you're going against the Lady Buffs, you're going to have that good offense. You can't let them come back with something easy, or you're going to get what you've gotten on the last 3 points, which is the Lady Buffs' good transition offense.
Absolutely. If I'm St. Ed's and I'm getting a good pass, it's imperative to be able to put the ball in the hitter's hands, something where they don't have to work a whole lot with it.
Here at the box, West Texas A&M and St. Edwards in the first set. Lady Buffs trying to wrap it up, leading 24-19. Again, West Texas A&M, number 5 ranking in the country. Went down just a couple of notches from 3 to 5. Back here at home, where the Lady Buffs have not lost. In fact, they haven't lost at home. Got to go all the way back to last year at the beginning of the season against Northwest Missouri State. But for WT, last week we mentioned it. Took the 5-set loss at DBU. It's a big, big win for Dallas Baptist. They were able to come back the next day and defeat UT Tyler. And so for Kendra Potts' team, they come back to where they love to be here in Canyon, Texas, and the fans love to come watch them. I mean, it's Friday night in Texas. There's all kinds of good football games going on tonight. And here we have a great crowd watching a volleyball match. Love it.
It's cram-packed. I mean, you can't beat it. You really can't, especially in the box.
The serve from Ainsley Malice. Hilltoppers need a good one. And instead it's going to be a block to end it. Tori Miller on that right side.
That was a great way to end a set. Momentum swings. They did a great job of finishing strong.
So the Lady Buffs get the big block for the final point and take the first set. They had to fight for that one, though. 25-19. We'll see how it ended right here. And you felt like St. Edwards was in system. It was good offense, but just better defense by the Lady Buffs.
A very disciplined block up there.
We'll take an extended timeout here in between the sets. Lady Buffs take the 1-0 lead here in the match. We're coming back with more volleyball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network after these messages.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact Jeff Gilbert for your personal price plan today.
Welcome back to the box here in Canyon, Texas. We wrap up the first set. Lady Buffs take it by the score of 25-19. A look there at the Lady Buffs bench. We'll put up our stats from that first set, and it can change very quickly, Corin. We were talking about St. Edward's hitting throughout the first set in the high 300s. They kind of have a dip there at the end of the first set. Lady Buffs hitting 405 and just 200. Still good for St. Edward's, but made a few errors, just got out of system a little bit, and the Lady Buffs played great defense to end set number one. You were talking about the liberos. A great job from West Texas A&M in that first set. In the digs department, Briley Contreras with 6, Emma Patterson with 6. So they're doing a good job there. On the other side for St. Edward's, Konofdov with 4 digs. Lourdes Gomez has 5. If you're St. Edward's, what adjustments might be made here from Jared Teo in set number 2?
Definitely first contact. That's where it all starts. You need a pristine pass to target. I think that's why we saw the drop-off in hitting percentage from the start of the set to the end of the set, because they were getting aced. They were passing maybe 1-2 balls that the setter was really having to work towards to get under, and they were sometimes out of system, and that's hard to work with.
Leading the way with 5 kills so far is Lauren Scott, hitting .333. Kelly Fording and Lourdes Gomez each with 2. For West Texas A&M, Emma Becker has 6 kills. Tatum Stowe has 4 on 7 swings. And that starts with a serve into the net.
That's another adjustment that I feel both teams need to consider going into this next set. And
well, each team has 3 errors.
Yes, you need to be very, very focused behind the service line.
So does that mean the coaches are saying maybe not quite as aggressive, let's make sure we get it over?
It really depends on the coaching style. Sometimes coaches are like, get it over and let's play it out. Other coaches are like, keep going for it, but be smart.
Okay. Long rally here, and again, that set in the middle has just been off. The timing and the placement. Good dig, though, as St. Edward's just staying alive. Becker off the hands. Again, St. Edward's surviving. And they win the point. That was one that if you're looking back at it, you're saying, that should have been West Texas A&M's point. And St. Edward's just grinding, and they get the kill.
That point should go to the St. Ed's defense, because they have done an incredible job keeping that ball alive, staying scrappy. Sometimes it doesn't always look pretty, but the ball is up.
And again, this time a serve that they're trying to work the back row there, and it goes out. So both points here in set number 2 have been errors against St. Edward's, and a 2-1 lead for West Texas A&M. So if I'm head coach Jared Teo, I like the way my team is playing. As you said, the defense is scrappy. At times, their right side has been undefendable.
And I think another thing that you really can't coach is this attitude and effort. I mean, they're not giving up. They're still fighting. They're down a set, but that's okay.
Cami Jones is able to get that kill on a Really nice set from Blair Moreland. 3-1 lead for West Texas A&M here in set number 2. Lady Buffs took the first set 25-19. Good block touch. And you see St. Edward's having to adjust and go over this block. Wow, good block from the Hilltoppers.
I think we've seen a really good adjustment, too, on the block. You know, hitters in set 1 were able to get through that pretty handily, and now they're having to work a little bit harder.
Well, I'm really impressed with Lauren Scott. I mean, we talked about what she's doing offensively, but that was her defense right there on that right side at the net. She's an all-around player, the senior out of Pearland, Texas. Trying to cut that. Did that one land in? It did.
That was a pretty shot.
And is Coach Teo asking for, it's just a substitution, or are they going to challenge this?
I think they're going to challenge it, but Lucas, I think that ball was in.
You thought it was in? Very close. And I told you before in pregame when we were talking about the officials and appreciation of the officials, the spotlight on them this weekend, those calls are so tough and it happens so fast. Here's the replay. And here's the thing you have to remember, Corin, which sometimes fans don't realize. If that ball hits any part of the line, it is
in. It is in.
Yeah.
And that's where, especially as an official, your job gets hard when there's those challenge plays and you're forced to kind of go back and look. And sometimes it's a judgment call.
Right.
It's going with your gut. You can't always see, or you don't always have the best angle. So you have to go with what you feel is the right call in that moment.
And speaking of our officials, I want to give them a shout out tonight. Laura Kordotzer is the referee. Trisha Giacomazzi, the down ref, she's the one that's looking at the review right now on the replay. Rusty Gallagher and Debbie Roberts are your line judges, and we really appreciate what they do. You know, beginning of the season with the Brick Care Classic, get a chance to kind of mingle with the officials and meet them and talk to them. And we'll look at that replay one more time as we slow it down. I think that you're right, Corin. I do think that ball maybe touches line, but I think that they're going to come back and say it was in. But these officials, here's what I was going to say, is they take their job very seriously. I mean, they're going back, they're watching film, they're reviewing things, they're communicating after matches, in between sets, to say, hey, what did we get wrong? We want to get it right next time. And so really do appreciate the job that they do.
Yes, I also appreciate the hard work, dedication, commitment they put in. I mean, this is their time. They're taking out of their day to be here, and they do such an incredible job, and they don't get enough credit.
Again, our score is right now 4-2 West Texas A&M in set number 2. Lady Buffs taking on the Hilltoppers tonight. They will battle St. Mary's, the Rattlers, tomorrow. We'll have that one for you here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. 2 p.m. will be the first serve. As you look at the Lady Buffs schedule, once they get into October, they'll be traveling to Angelo State next Friday, UT Permian Basin next Saturday. Both those two teams improved and very talented. Angelo State, Corin, a team that Lady Buffs have had some good rivalry with over the years. That they go back and say that point stands as called. It was in, and so it'll be West Texas A&M winning the point. But this Lone Star Conference is no joke, and especially when you go on the road. We talk about our home environment here at West Texas A&M, but a lot of other places. That was the first thing Kendra Potts said about the loss to Dallas Baptist last Thursday. She said their crowd was incredible.
Absolutely. I don't think that there is going to be an easy game in this conference this year. It doesn't matter what the record looks like, what the personnel looks like.
Ooh.
That was a great shot.
I mean, Lauren Scott right there with the catapult.
Right in the seam. I wish our viewers could see what you just did.
I'm just describing up here with my arm, because she brought that one back as if to say, I dare you to retrieve this.
Hammer time.
For Scott, that was her 6th kill. That one going to go off the hands of the libero Konofdov, and it's going to be a kill for West Texas A&M.
This is a right side game, am I right?
Yes, you are. Well played, Corin. Well played.
Had to hit him with the dad jokes.
Chris Jacobs always loves when we have those jokes up here. That one's going to fall for an ace and go in for West Texas A&M. If you're St. Edwards, you can't get sloppy even for just 3 or 4 points. That's what happened in set number 1. They lost their focus a little bit on serve-receive. Harley Evans, a talented server, almost gets another one down. St. Edwards is going to get a free ball over the net. Nicely done. Popped up there from Lourdes Gomez. Just not able to keep it back in play. And so Tatum Stowe with the kill, her 5th.
It was a great effort from both teams. Great shot by Tatum. Great defense by Gomez.
Down the line, good save by Patterson with the hands up. Carpenter back on the floor here for WT. Good save by Blair Moreland. The up from Evans. Good defense here. It's going to be Cammie Jones that puts her arms out in the air and say, finally.
We got to shout out Evans, too, for that one-handed save. We have a middle back there, future libero.
I mean, she's 6'3". Just put it up like the Statue of Liberty.
She's got a huge wingspan.
Hanging and getting that kill down is number 21. That's Addie Badley.
That campfire shot right in the middle of the court.
That's the lead in half. It's 4 serving 8. And if you're St. Edwards, you need to get some momentum back here. Kelly Fording, the freshman out of San Antonio, will serve. It's a nice one. Patterson had to go down low to get it. Cammie Jones denied the first time, denied a second time, and it's a block down for a point. Lourdes Gomez doing good work over there.
Yeah, that was a great job. I could tell Cammie was trying to go high hands with that. That's why the ball landed so far back in the court.
2 in a row for the Hilltoppers, and they trail by 3. That time Fording's serve goes out, and it is the 5th service error in the match by St. Edwards. Lady Buffs have 3.
And if you look at the score, I mean, that's the difference between them being a point ahead versus 4
you're
behind.
Right. You're exactly right, because 3, and that was the serving errors of the match. 3 of those have been in this set number 2. Serve over from Ainsley Malice. Nice big block touch, and it's going to go down. Kelsey Carpenter.
These hitters are doing a great job. These Lady Buff hitters are doing a great job of playing their role wherever they're at, whether they're naturally an outside hitter, move to the right side, and vice versa. Both on the block and offensively, they're doing their job very well.
That'll be a point in for the Hilltoppers. Talking about Kelsey Carpenter, I want to mention pretty cool with Kelsey. Her brother is a football player for Tulsa. They won last night. Congratulations to the Golden Hurricane on their win. The Hurricane get the victory there, but pretty cool for mom and dad to get to follow the son and daughter. Obviously both outstanding athletes. That'll be Emma Becker, who is also an outstanding athlete. She's able to get her 7th kill. She was one of the players you spotlighted in pregame, Corin, because the growth from year 1 to year 2. In year 1 last year, we're like, wow, she's an amazing athlete. Year 2, you're going, okay, she's going to be a complete volleyball player.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see how she progresses when she gets to her senior year, because I know that she's going to develop even further in this program.
Malice stays out of the net. Still not able to score, and so they move on. Again, some struggles there with that set. But If that touched hands, it's going to be a point, but
it doesn't look like they're challenging it.
No tip, so the ball goes out and a point to WT.
It was the right idea by Gomez, though, cutting it down that line. I think she was hoping to try and find some hands.
So some mistakes here in the second set have given the Lady Buffs a 6-point lead. Back set, Malice, Becker, no. Gomez, denied. And the right side works again. This time for Addie Badley, and that is her 4th kill.
She did a great job of finding the hole.
When the Hilltoppers are able to get in system, which I know this is true for any team, but when they're pretty clean all the way through on a serve receive, it's usually ending in a point for them.
Absolutely, and that's why it's even more important to focus on that communication, focus on that first contact, and make sure the setter can get the ball into the hitter's hand with a fast tempo.
That'll be a point for St. Edward's attack error for the Lady Buffs, just the 5th attack error of the match. St. Edward's only has 5 themselves. And that started with a really nice serve from the young lady who has the ball right here, Jordan Chapman, sophomore from Frisco. And as I said that, promise I didn't mean to jinx her there, but that one lands out. And you could tell that she's just being aggressive. I mean, she's trying to really work the back row there and push Contreras back.
Absolutely. Sometimes with those high serves, you kind of hope somebody will throw their hands up and get a touch on it.
Good save by the Lady Buffs. Another save from Tori Miller.
Wow.
Goodness. Good rally here. Malice pops it up. Contreras is going to set one out to Carpenter. Wow. That was going to land out. And that's a tough play there for Konavdov. She's trying to lean down, and it just gets her on the shoulder.
I have to highlight the block from Evitz and Wright because they got a very critical touch that was able to slow down the ball so that the defenders could get under it and run an offense.
We're at set number 2. West Texas A&M leads by 6. St. Edward's with the timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Back with more volleyball action right after this.
Where are we going, and how are we going to get there? Get there with room to spare in your new Ford Expedition from Tri-State Ford on I-40 at Ross. Grab your friends and go. Tons of new Fords are rolling in. Face the road ahead in a dependable truck. The built Ford Tough F-150. Looking for more horsepower? Saddle up the legendary Ford Mustang. Or how about a new Bronco or a Maverick? We've got your new ride. You'll find friendly hometown service.
Welcome back to West Texas A&M. Here are the Lady Buffs and the fans in the box enjoying this one. West Texas A&M leads 14-8 here in the second set. Lucas Kinsey alongside Corin Davis, Thunder Vision production team with Daniel Kalunga producing tonight. We appreciate all their work. There's a look at Tori Miller, Corin, who missed do it all. I mean, All-American, preseason player of the year. Tori is doing the little things. It's kind of even more this season, whatever her team needs to get the job done.
Absolutely, and that is a huge part of, her leadership. And she is such a good leader, both on the court and off the court, and making sure her teammates are taken care of. But then on the court, she, does all the roles. Like you mentioned, she can set, she can pass, she can hit, she can block.
Float serve. Oh, wow. Briley Contreras. Get out of here, Briley, with that one.
Those are one of those where you just take a breath and you turn around and you move on.
This is, I'm watching that serve, and it's almost as if someone up top has a remote control and they're moving the ball and then it drops.
Like, let's watch and see what happens.
Oh, man. That would be fun, right?
It would be fun.
You can do that, get a ball, and hook it up with, we'll ask Chris Jacobs if he can do that for us up here.
I don't know if either of us, any of us, should have the remote control. We'd have too much fun with it.
That's true. The next serve did go into the net, so the point goes back to St. Edwards. It is 16-9. Lady Buffs lead here in set number 2. Good defense, keeping it alive. That one hits the wall there, so it'll be a point for West Texas A&M. And again, you're seeing this attack percentage dip as the Lady Buffs defense starts to settle in and make things tougher for St. Edwards. Now the Hilltoppers are hitting, it's going to be under 150 after they update the stats.
Yes, you see some of these hitters try and overcorrect or go for too much. Ultimately, you're hitting it out, hitting it into the net.
Good save. They keep the ball alive. St. Edwards does. You're going to have to get back and defend quickly, though. Not quick enough.
I think there is a dent in the floor right there, made by Carly Evitz.
And again, the thing that's impressive to me most with Carly is how quick she is. Her quickness of just feet leave the floor, ball down.
And her steadiness afterwards, too. I think it's important to have a team full of girls who have different personalities to offset one another, and she does that well.
It's a nice kill for Bryn Wright. Her 5th of the match, and again, the Lady Buffs, balance, balance, and more balance. Before we go to the break, Emma Becker, 7 kills, Tatum Stowe, 5, Cammie Jones, 5, Bryn Wright, 5, Carly Evitz, 3. You get a kill, you get a kill, everyone gets a kill. It is 19-9. We'll take a timeout, come back with more here in set number 2 from the box.
This is gonna be tough. I mean, that's a bag full of Whataburger's Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwiches with tangy buffalo sauce and creamy buttermilk ranch, melty Monterey Jack cheese, and 3 crunchy chicken strips. How long will you have to wait before you enjoy yours? Oh, about that long. Whataburger's Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich is back for a limited time, just like you like it.
All right, the Lady Buffs with the lead here in set number 2. They took the first set by the score of 25-19. Right now in charge, leading by 10. And Blair Moreland to serve. St. Edwards see if they can respond out of the timeout. Good pass. And a great block on the right side there, outside, with Bryn Wright, and also Charlotte McClintock, 6'3" freshman from Houston, on the floor and doing a good job there.
That block on the left side of the Lady Buff defense is doing a great job of committing to the right side. They recognize that the St. Ed's offensive production is mainly coming from that side.
Oh, yes. Oh. Look at that. Ainsley Meisner.
Can we look at the bench for a second, too, and how excited they are?
How about Powell? The crowd chanting Ainsley, as they should be. 21-9, St. Edwards. There's a big swing coming right back at you. Love the competitiveness from Lauren Scott. So that'll make it 10 serving 21. You know, and this is what Kendra Potts wants to see, Corin, regardless of score. You come on the floor, you get a sub in, be ready to do your job.
Absolutely. It's the next man up mentality. Everybody needs to be ready to go in. Nobody's counted out. Your number could get called at any point in time. And that's not only with the Lady Buff team. That's college volleyball in general.
Try the right side again. A little off balance, so not able to score the point. St. Edwards down the line. That is a beautiful kill. Again from Lauren Scott. Kind of carrying her team here, trying to bring them back in it. That's her 8th kill.
That was a nice clean cut down the line.
Konopdorf serves it over. Oh, the ball was brought back. Great defense. as McClintock thought she had a kill. I think it was that Chapman? Was it number 3 that brought that ball back up?
I think it was Chapman and Gomez.
Okay, that was impressive.
They had the duo going on over there.
So good defense by the Hilltoppers. They get a couple of points in a row, and 12 serves 21. Overpass. Oh. Unable to capitalize. So the Lady Buffs are going to try. Swing off, and it goes out on the attempt from Meisner.
It looked like she was going for that deep cross-court corner shot in area 1.
Serve will go into the net, give the point back to West Texas A&M, and it'll be 22 serving 13. Some more substitutions here. Emma Patterson will serve, and we'll also see Riley Barnett, 5'10 freshman from Mission, Texas. So some of the youngsters getting an opportunity here in set number 2. Big swing. And that'll be a point for the Lady Buffs. Hilltoppers thought that may have been an overcall.
It looks like it was a clean call.
Okay, so
Meisner topped the Hilltoppers on that one.
That's 2 tonight, Corin. Very impressive. 23's on her game tonight. There's a serve into the net from Patterson. We'll give a point back to St. Edwards.
Checking in for St. Edwards, Natalia Walls and Annie Badley.
To serve will be Natalia Walls, also a senior. She's from Dallas. That one just off the mark a little bit. The pass was there, the set was pretty good, but on that attempt from McClintock, just a little low. And I like that she's getting some instruction immediately over there from Trevor Tallerman.
It's very important for those youngsters to be able to hear that and to get the repetition, essentially, especially in a game-like situation.
Service error, and that is the 5th of this set, the 8th of the match for St. Edwards. It's set point. Lady Buffs trying to go up 2-0. Did that touch hands?
Looks like the ref is...
No, I think the attempt went on the outside of the antenna, and so that's how it's going to end. Lady Buffs win set number 2. Attack error there from the Hilltoppers. And so in set number 2, Lady Buffs take care of business, 25-15. We'll take a timeout, come back. We'll have the 3rd set. Lady Buffs trying to sweep St. Edwards tonight here at home. We're back with more volleyball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network after this timeout.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Welcome to MediDrive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your health care needs.
Here in Canyon, Texas, the Lady Buffs lead the match 2-0 over St. Edwards University at 25-19. First set score In the second set, West Texas A&M opened it up a little bit and was able to take the second set 25-15. We'll show you the updated team stats. West Texas A&M Lady Buffs hitting .318. Good offense as a team. 135 for the Hilltoppers in the first set. St. Edwards throughout most of the first set was hitting in that 320, 330 range, so that has dipped a little bit. They've started to have a few more attack errors. Good defense by the Lady Buffs. Another thing that has been a story in this match has been serving. The Lady Buffs with 4 aces, but also the serving errors. 8 serving errors committed by St. Edwards, and you go back to set number 2, 5 of the 25 points were from serves either going out or into the net committed by the Hilltoppers. Can't have that on the road against the number 5 team.
Absolutely. The 3 most important things in volleyball are communication, serving, and passing, because that's what starts it all. That's the basic fundamentals of volleyball, and that's what you need to focus on most, especially when you're down in a set.
See what changes are made here in set number 3 between West Texas A&M and St. Edwards. A reminder mentioned earlier, but tomorrow West Texas A&M takes on St. Mary's. 2 o'clock start here at the box. We'll also have West Texas A&M football tomorrow night. The Buffaloes take on Western Oregon in a battle of 2 teams who are coming off of conference losses. The Buffs, Gordon, that was a heartbreaker last week against UT Permian Basin. Lost by just 1 point in overtime, but did you like the call from Josh Lynn going for it on the road for the win?
Absolutely. You know, I like his passion and his aggression, and I think that we have seen a turn in the program. I know it's early, but I mean, the offensive production from quarterback Cannon Gibson is very impressive too.
All right, we'll see what the Buffs can do tomorrow night. Right now it's the Lady Buffs trying to get a sweep, something they do often here at home. But for St. Edwards, they'll start off with a nice point there, a kill that hits the floor. And if you are Jared Teo, you know, if you could get even just 1 win in terms of winning a set, I think it would do a lot for the confidence of his team. We've seen them, though, at times, Corin, look very good.
Absolutely. They have a lot of talent and skill and motivation and passion for this game that can carry them. I think they're just trying to figure it all out, figure out what works.
Kelsey Carpenter able to get that kill from the outside. Nice swing as Briley Contreras serves over. That one is out, no touch there, so Lauren Scott with a powerful swing, but does not land in.
It looks like she can feel the presence of that Lady Buff block, something that I don't think she felt in the first set.
Roll shot handled by Miller. Right side, Emma Becker. The block was there, but not able to push it back in play, and so it's a kill for Emma Becker, 3-1 lead. Go back to what you were just saying, talking about feeling the block and having to adjust. How much of that is a distraction even from the hitter where maybe you don't focus on the ball as much because your eyes are seeing where the block is coming from?
Absolutely. It can be a daunting thing, especially when the blockers are very tall with a strong block hand up top.
Yeah.
And you're trying to manipulate the ball. You're trying to figure out, well, where's the hole? Is there a defense behind them? Should I roll shot it? Should I tip it? Or should I just go for the swing?
So all of that's going through your head, and it's like a split second.
Split second. And it's even harder when the set is so fast-tempoed, like that one right there.
Again, that Lady Buff's having a lot of success tonight with Carly Ebbets in the middle. And give credit to her setter there, Ainsley Malice. Malice with 11 assists. Blair Moreland, 11 assists.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of getting their feet up under the ball and placing it in those hitters' hands. But it all starts with the pass, and the Lady Buffs have done a great job on defense and in serve receive.
A little bit of a rally here. Contreras is going to set out to Cami Jones with an outstanding kill.
That line shot is her bread and butter. Push it out to the pin, and she is going to take that line every single time.
Powerful kill. Big smile from number 10. 5-2 lead for West Texas A&M. Attempt in the middle there. And the Lady Buffs pop it back over. Not able to do so. Good point for St. Edwards.
If I'm St. Edwards, I'm building on this momentum. I'm going back to the service line, and I'm extra sharp, and I'm extra focused.
There's number 13, Kelly Fording, and again, that one does not get over the net. Point West Texas A&M. Okay, Barnett will come on for West Texas A&M, number 26, and also Emma Patterson.
Riley Barnett is someone who is very talented. She's got a strong, fast arm swing with a lot of topspin behind it. I'm excited to see her as she continues through this program.
Moreland backs up to give herself some room. The attempt from Barnett. The net violation. Is that set got a little too close?
Looked like it was a little too close. She might have broad jumped just a little bit too. I couldn't tell though if it was up top or underneath the net. It looked like she just touched the net.
That was one where she ended up getting even close to the down ref. So that's a difficult call to make. You're trying to keep your eyes on it, and you got a player coming right at you. Okay, Cami Jones, and if you're St. Edwards, you got to get somebody in her face.
Absolutely, you have to get somebody in her face, and then if I'm the defense, I'm planting in that seam spot. I'm waiting for that.
Nicely done, Cami Jones with 7 kills. How about 7 kills on 11 attacks? So great job by Cami tonight.
Checking in for St. Edwards, Warren, Scott, and Jordan.
And again, in the scouting report, I feel like we say it every time we broadcast, Corn, but you put too much attention on one player, it's going to end up costing you, because for West Texas A&M, they're going to go with whatever's working.
Absolutely. And that's the thing about this. They're talented all across the board. So you think that you have one girl covered, but then there are 2 others and sometimes a back row hitter to cover too.
Cami Jones stays hot. Feed number 10.
I always love her energy, Cami Jones. Her forte is a powerful kill with a smile to back it up.
Yeah, exactly. It's 8-5 Lady Buffs. Good block touch there. That's McClintock who's in there along with Becker. And that was funny. Becker was already dancing to celebrate the point, as she often does. And then she turned to look at the official while she was dancing. Are we sure that was our point? Okay, we're good.
Like I promised, it was out.
Just look, if she's dancing, it's a point.
She has good judgment.
Oh, wow, that was powerful there on the outside. Lourdes Gomez, like that one, a swing as if to say, I've seen enough of the dancing. She put that one down.
Yeah, she does a really great job of having that powerful, heavy arm swing.
So St. Edwards only down by 3. Biggs, that's what you're talking about there.
That topspin, that quick topspin ball.
And if you're Barnett, the set was there, the timing was there.
And she did a great job of hitting the back thirds of the court. Most of the time, those hits, with the exception of a 10-footer, are the hardest to defend.
10 serving 6, Tori Miller. Their patented arm up in the air, approached the serving line, put it over. In the middle. McClintock doing work at the net. And I like that from McClintock because offensively, right before the block, the kill attempt was a little off. Didn't score, but she quickly gets back, gets on defense, says, I'll find another way to score.
Absolutely. She did a great job of separating her hands and pressing really hard on that ball.
And this time it's a block from Kelsey Carpenter.
It is a block party for the Lady Buffs.
Yeah, and now we're seeing lots of dancing. It is 12-6. Lady Buffs lead by 6 in the third set, trying to finish off St. Edwards. We'll see if they can do it when we come back right after these messages.
One West is the comprehensive fundraising campaign designed to fuel WT 125 from the Panhandle to the world. We will strengthen WT's impact for the Panhandle region and beyond through a historic, comprehensive campaign, raising $125 million by 2025. The campaign's 3 priorities: people, programs, and places. Now is the time to make a difference for current and future generations. One West.
Welcome back to the box here in Canyon, Texas. Lucas Kinsey alongside Corin Davis. Corin, right now in set number 3, we are seeing Kendra Potts get new players on the court. Nothing is slowing down, though. Everything is in system, the passing, the setting, and the offense, also the blocking.
Absolutely.
And throw in the serving as well.
I was about to say, don't forget about the serving.
I mean, does it feel like it's been contagious tonight, though? The Lady Buffs had a good start. St. Edwards kind of punched WT in the mouth a little bit in the first set, but they had a response, and really it just has caught fire.
Yes, I knew after coming off of a weekend where, they dropped a match, they were going to come into tonight sharp, focused, intense, aggressive. And I think that's what we're seeing here. They're very disciplined, taking care of the little things.
Another kill there for the Lady Buffs, make it 14-6. That was Kelsey Carpenter with another one. She's got 3 kills. Good assist from Ainsley Malice. Oh, that's a nice one. Getting on top of the ball, Lauren Scott.
Yeah, she did a great job of really spreading out her arm swing and then quickly snapping down on the ball to get that right on the line shot.
We're talking about the Lady Buffs responding, and on Twitter this week, the team put out the post, which I thought was very clever, of the picture of Taylor Swift, watching Travis Kelce. Everybody's been talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, and they said, this is how we feel Lady Buff volleyball playing at the box. They said, are you ready for it? There's a serve over from St. Edwards. They trail by 6 and now trail by 7 in the middle with Charlotte McClintock. So I had to jump in on the Taylor Swift action, Corin. For those who were worried about WT losing a match, I said you need to calm down because the last time that I was at the box, I saw sparks fly, and the Lady Buff volleyball just hits different. So
I applaud your research on that. I'm a Swiftie myself.
Okay.
So I appreciate that, and I'm very impressed. And I'm impressed with our media crew.
Yes, Brooke Alverson.
She's incredible. She keeps up with the trends. She knows what's going on.
I could see Brooke going to a Taylor Swift concert, right?
I could too.
It is 16-8. West Texas A&M leads. Believe it or not, I've been to a Taylor Swift concert. It was a long time ago. That was back when she was singing country music, and I took my daughter when she was about 6.
Wow. Was it the Fearless?
It was, yeah, in Lubbock. So
wow.
Good kill there from Kelly Fording. So it's now 9 serving 16. On to the serve here will be Natalia Walls, senior out of Dallas, who's come on and done a good job setting here in this third set. Emma Becker off the hands, gets that one down. And, for Emma tonight, talk about efficiency. She's had some matches this year where she's gone, 20 kills or so in a long match. She only has 9 kills tonight, which is still great.
Mm-hmm.
She's hitting nearly 500.
That just shows her maturity, too, which is very impressive at her age, to be able to recognize sometimes, I'm not always going for the hard-hit kill. Sometimes I'm going for the smart play, and that's what makes her such a good player.
Zaria Parker, sophomore out of Austin. serving over for West Texas A&M. Tip, and it goes down. Good effort from Contreras, but that's going to be a point for St. Edwards.
That shot worked for them early on in this match, too.
Looking at the Hilltoppers. And for St. Edwards, again, came into tonight 5 wins, 9 losses, 1-1 in conference play. And I think there definitely are some things to work from. There's an ace, a nice serve there for St. Edwards. They've got some pieces. You just feel like at times a couple of things have stood out. Serve, receive, and then just setter to hitter connection at times has made things a little off. You make just those small mistakes, and a good team like West Texas A&M is going to make you pay.
It's important to be aware of those things, so as you dive deeper into the conference landscape, by the time Lone Star Conference tournament rolls around, you have a better idea of what you need to work on.
For the Hilltoppers, they'll head to Cameron University tomorrow, take on the Aggies. And then next week, they're back at home for the weekend matches against LCU and Eastern New Mexico. Block, that one Evans, and also on the floor for the Lady Buffs, Ashlyn Vineyard. Good to see Ashlyn back on the floor. Kind of battled some injuries to start this season.
Yes, the impressive lefty on the right side. Like I always say, defending a lefty is one of the hardest things to do in volleyball.
What a great ace there by Piper Warren, junior out of Amarillo. Able to get that one over. I think Coach Teo is going to take a timeout. Lady Buffs in charge here in set number 3. They're looking for the sweep. It's 20-11 in set number 3. We're back after a timeout. You're watching Lady Buff Volleyball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
For a onside kick, landed on my knee pretty hard and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having the access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, I mean, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
Optimum Internet has next level speed. Get 300 meg internet for as low as $35 a month. How fast is that? Fast enough to stream on multiple devices with 99.9% network reliability and equipment included. Or go even faster and get a $200 prepaid card. Get 300 meg internet for $35 a month with Optimum Mobile for as low as $15.
Welcome back to West Texas A&M. It is 20-11 here in set number 3. Piper Warren to serve for West Texas A&M. This is, you had a feeling that if the Lady Buffs could have a good start, grab the first set, there was potential for a really good night to happen. That serve is going to go over, but shows you the maturity of this team. Corin, you know, again, it was just one loss. But when you are a top-ranked team, when you're used to winning and winning and winning, this team didn't lose a conference match all of last season. You lose one, and you know everybody's looking at you like, what are you going to do next?
Right. You know, there is, from a national perspective, pressure, but the Lady Buffs are not feeling that pressure, and I think that that's why they're so successful. They're like, we understand we're ranked really high, but we don't care. We're focused on the day-to-day. We're focused on each play, each fundamental rep.
Yep.
We're focused on each match, and we're going to be present in this moment.
Attack error. Ball goes over the net, out, and a point for West Texas A&M. Carly Evans, she's had a great match tonight. 5 kills, 9 swings, 3 digs and a block. She'll serve over and get the friendly bounce.
That's that serve. So frustrating to try and pick up.
It's like I wonder if Carly gets that same friendly skip on the road. Wow, back-to-back aces. So now it's match point here for the Lady Buffs. Fans up on their feet. Carly Evans takes the ball. There's the crowd. They can feel a sweep coming. Good pass there from the Hilltoppers. In the middle, That one hits tape, bounce backwards, so there it is. Lady Buffs win this one 25-12 in the third set. They win the match 25-19, 25-15, and 25-12. Just some quick thoughts, Corin, before we let you go down. We'll let you have interview a player and coaches. We're going to look at this last play again on our replay. St. Edward's not able to get it back, but your thoughts tonight on a sweep here for West Texas A&M in front of the home fans?
You know, I think it was a great effort from the Lady Buffs of staying steady and not letting the momentum swings dictate too much of their play. And they were able to bounce back and make the adjustments that were needed, both on the block, defensively, even at the service line. Carly Evans at the end getting those aces was huge.
Yeah.
As for St. Ed's, they did a great job of sticking with it and maintaining a positive mentality throughout. Obviously, their serve received, their first contact broke a little bit, and their service line. They need to stay focused at the service line moving forward, but they have a lot of potential, and I'm looking forward to seeing, what the season holds for them.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. We'll let Corin head down, and she'll interview Coach Potts and one of the Lady Buff players. We'll take a timeout. The Lady Buffs win it in a sweep tonight, 25-19, 25-15, and 25-12. Back with the postgame from the box right after this timeout.
You know that egg producers don't quit at 5 p.m. We don't quit until the job's done either. Banker's hours don't apply at First United Bank because we believe egg lending isn't a 9-to-5 job. While you're out working the fields or managing the herd, we're making sure your money is working too. Whether it's for livestock, land, or equipment, we're one of the most dominant egg lenders in the state and have been burning the midnight oil since 1907. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
I'm celebrating my 40th year in business this year. That's longer than any other GM dealer in the Texas Panhandle. At Greg Laird Buick GMC, my selling points remain the same. Our non-commissioned sales staff and my free lifetime powertrain warranty give you complete peace of mind. If that's not enough, now I'll give you $2,000 best price guarantee, and I'll still give you a free lifetime warranty. Why go anywhere else? I'm Greg Laird, and I personally guarantee you this will be the best buying experience you've ever had.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Buffs!
Welcome back to the box as the Lady Buffs complete the sweep over St. Edward's University down on the court. Visiting with a very happy Cammie Jones is Corin Davis. Corin, go ahead.
You know this or not, but you hit 583 on the night. What were you seeing up there?
I was seeing red. No, I'm just kidding.
A Taylor Swift reference.
Yeah, but all week we've just been swing high, swing hard, just green light the whole way. So that was my mindset, and I'm working out tonight. And a lot of that went to my setter Blair, who we've been really working on the connections lately. So it was just a great night with that connection. So.
How cool is it to see the depth come in and really step up?
It's so fun. Like, it's what really makes the team aspect, because when everyone's putting in effort and like everyone's contributing, it's just so much more fun to experience, you know?
What does it mean to see the bench just go crazy every time somebody gets a kill? I mean, the camaraderie is evident.
Yeah, well, I mean, if the bench is dead, it's like lame, you know? So like when our bench is alive and the court's alive, it feeds into that 6 on the court. So our benches they're our 7th man, so like they are a huge part of the success that we have, you know?
You had a great night. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to you, Lucas.
All right, thanks so much, Corin. Great job. And again, with Cami Jones down there, an outstanding night for her. If she I think we're going to try to get Kendra Potts down there, and we'll interview the head coach. Again, Lady Buffs win in a sweep tonight, 25-19, 25-15. And 25-12, defeating St. Edward's University. And let's head back down to Corin Davis with head coach Kendra Potts.
Early on in this match, St. Ed's had a lot of offensive production on the right side. How do you feel your block adjusted as the match progressed?
You know, what I appreciate is that I want to make sure if a player's getting us on the opposite side, we just learn them and we get better at defending as we go, and that's what we did. I was really happy to see Kelsey Carpenter's block come alive. She's really physical at the net, and it's good to see her do her thing. But also just being able to be versatile and switching some players on the fly, right side, left side, to make some blocking matchups. That was really nice to be able to do tonight.
It was obvious that your team came in and you were present and you were focused on the match. You were where your feet are. You weren't focused on what happened in the past, what's to come. Do you believe that helped in this win tonight?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that's been our mentality for a while now, is just making sure we're being in the day we're in the best version of ourselves. And even if we do that, sometimes the result might not be what we want, but if we're giving our best effort on a consistent level, I like that for the long period of time.
Your depth had a great night tonight, too. How optimistic are you about this freshman class?
Man, I was so happy to see Charlotte go out there and do her thing, grab a couple blocks. Riley got to get out there and get some quality swings in. And it was just, that's the part that I really enjoy, is being able to see the depth do some things so we can build on that as well.
Awesome, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Back to you, Lucas.
All right, thanks so much, Corin. And again, congratulations to West Texas A&M, as the Lady Buffs win tonight in a sweep, 25-19, 25-15, and 25-12. We'll look at the final stats here. First, the team stats on both sides for St. Edward's and for West Texas A&M. And again, I want to talk about it as a great win for the Lady Buffs, but for St. Edward's, this team showed flashes, and they had a strong start. Again, they only lost the first set by 6. Some serving errors plagued the Hilltoppers. They got into that second and third set, and then Lady Buffs defense started to wear on the Hilltoppers just a bit. But in the losing effort tonight, no reason to hang their heads. Lauren Scott finishes the night with 10 kills, hitting 207. Also had a couple of blocks as well. Addie Badley, 5 kills, hit 385, a dig as well. Lourdes Gomez, 4 kills on 20 attacks. 10 digs for Lourdes, 1 block. Kelly Fording, 3 kills on 17 attacks. Audrey Quinnell and also Cassidy Cole were able to pitch in a kill as well. 12 assists for Jordan Chapman, 7 assists for Jaden Levanway. And so for St. Edward's, they will fall tonight. Their record will fall to 5 wins and 10 losses. On the other side for West Texas A&M, in the win, Lady Buffs, a lot of balance. Emma Becker, 9 kills to lead the way, hitting 500, 2 digs and a block. Cami Jones, who we heard from in a great interview down there, Corin, as I welcome you back up here. But also, how about Cami? Instantly, it was like she was listening to the broadcast tonight. Her first reference was T Swift.
You know, a lot of that probably had to do with the tweet you and Raimi had earlier this week with all of the Taylor Swift references. I mean, it just carried over.
It really did. Cami, 8 kills, 12 attacks, hit 583, also had a dig. Tatum Stowe, 5 kills. Bryn Wright, 5 kills. Carly Evans, 5 kills, 3 aces, 3 digs, and a block. Kelsey Carpenter, talked about her, and Coach Potts really liked what she saw from Kelsey. 3 kills, hit 250, had a dig and 2 blocks. Ainsley Meisner, 2 for 3 tonight, a couple of kills. McClintock gets a kill and gets 2 blocks. Riley Barnett gets a kill. Also, Piper Warren with an ace tonight. She came on late. Ainsley Malice with 16 assists, 6 digs. Blair Moreland, 13 assists, 4 digs. Briley Contreras with 9 digs and also 4 assists. Emma Patterson, 8 digs. And then how about Tori Miller providing that leadership in defense with 9 digs and 2 assists as well in the win. So the Lady Buffs finished the night hitting 370 as a team. St. Edwards 102. Big difference on digs, 46 digs for West Texas A&M, 26 digs for the Hilltoppers. And then also a big difference was the serving errors, 11 serving errors committed by St. Edwards, the Lady Buffs, with those 8 aces. And just a lot of fun. You're down there, I could tell the players having fun, enjoying this one tonight. And you know, you go in the conference and you go on the road last week, take on 2 of the toughest teams in the conference. You're able to go 1-1, and now the Lady Buffs come back quickly, and they looked really, really good tonight.
Yeah, you know, it was, for one, it was cool to hear Cammie and Kendra just talk about the camaraderie of the team, and you can tell by the way they root for each other and champion each other. They genuinely want the person next to them to succeed, and that is most important. You know, you can have a team that is skilled, that is talented, that has the ability to win a championship, but if you don't have, you know, the players who are passionate about each other, who want the best for each other, then you won't win.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, St. Edwards comes to town. The Rattlers, who we saw at the beginning of the season in the Brick Care Classic, and I felt like St. Mary's is a team that has a lot of talent. For the Rattlers, we'll look in on the scores, see if we can get something to pop up here from their match tonight. Right now, their overall record is 6-7, but they're 1-1 in conference going into tonight, just like the Lady Buffs were. As you look at what they did last week, they dropped a set against Texas Women's. That may be a team to watch out for, is TWU. And then they were able to bounce back and defeat Midwestern State 3-1. Right now, tonight, they're on the road at Cameron, and don't have an update on that one right now. But what do you expect tomorrow, Corin, for West Texas A&M as they welcome St. Mary's?
You know, I expect the same fire, the same focus and discipline and precision that we saw tonight. I mean, we heard from head coach Kendra Potts talk about how important it was to be present in the moment and not focus too much on the rest of conference or what has happened in the past, but rather the step that's right in front of them. And I think that they're going to do that tomorrow.
So the final again, Lady Buffs win it in a sweep as they go 25-19, 25-15, and 25-12. And for WT, back tomorrow, 2 o'clock start here at the box against St. Mary's. I want to thank our Thunder Vision production team. Great job on the cameras today. DJ Brooks, Benjamin Curley, and Kenton Okafor. Great job by Daniel Kalunga up top with the producing. Chris Jake with the help doing a little bit of everything tonight, including laughing at our jokes. So, Corin, always love doing a game with you. I know you stay busy, but I really appreciate you coming up and helping out on the broadcast. Tomorrow, West Texas A&M, St. Mary's right here at 2 o'clock. All right, that'll wrap it up for us here at the box tonight. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.